Those are the papers. Now, new questions have risen today about the cause of multiple sclerosis and potential new treatments. Research from America has found that patients with MS are twice as likely to have abnormal blood flow from the brain as healthy people.
Scientists say at the very least it shows a link between narrow veins in the head and neck and the devastating neurological condition. Graham Satchell has been looking at this for us, and Graham, it sounds like it's a completely new way of looking at multiple sclerosis.
I think that's right. MS has traditionally been viewed as what's called an autoimmune illness, which means that for reasons that are mysterious and never been fully explained, the immune system goes kind of crazy and starts attacking nerve cells in the brain. What we've got here is a whole new kind of theory, which is to do with the jugular veins in the neck, which are restricted, and then there's abnormal blood flow, which has an impact on the brain. So it's like a sort of plumbing solution, a blocked pipe solution to what's always been considered a complicated neurological condition. It's a theory that's been dividing the medical community, as I've been finding out.
Jo Chant is one of 85,000 people in the UK with multiple sclerosis. It's left her unable to walk more than 100 yards.
It's the pits. Every day you get up and you go, right, yes, I'm going to be positive today, you know, just keep going. But in the background, you're still going down the slope.
MS has been known as an autoimmune disease. For reasons that are unclear, the immune system attacks nerve cells in the brain which send messages to the rest of the body. But a new theory has emerged from Italy. Researchers tested 65 MS patients and found they all had a narrowing of the vein in the neck. The theory is narrow veins slow the flow of blood from the head, leaving toxic iron deposits in the brain which cause the damage. Now, a study of 500 patients at the University of Buffalo in New York has found 56% of MS patients have narrow veins in the neck.
You see how narrow that is? That's very narrow.
This is Gianfranco Campolani's jugular vein. He's a heart surgeon in Belfast. Gianfranco is one of only a handful of people in the world to have a new surgical treatment for MS, an angioplasty, a small balloon inflated in the vein. Once it's removed, the vein is wider and blood flows more freely.
I got up and I walked the corridor. My partner is my fiancée now. And she cried because she knew me already for years and she never saw me walking like that. After 5 hours from the procedure, I can walk without the stick, I can lift my leg, my back is stronger, I'm taller, and in the subsequent days and weeks, I see that other functions which were not working 100% they work.
At the MS Society in London, they're taking a cautious approach.
Unfortunately, at the moment, there isn't quite the evidence there to back up some of the bold claims. We really don't know what this means for MS, so more research is needed in this area.
Jo Chant won't wait for more research. She's travelling to Poland next month to have treatment on her jugular veins. It'll cost £7,000. Clinicians say they need more evidence and more clinical trials.
Well, amazing result for Gianfranco in that report, but not necessarily a cure for everybody.
No, and I don't think anybody's really using the word cure. Some people are very excited about this new way of looking at MS. You talk to people like Gianfranco, and he says it's had a dramatic impact on his life. You know, he's been able to walk much more freely, much stronger, and MS patients are very excited about this. But the medical community needs evidence. So what we had from America, 55% of patients have this restricted jugular vein, does raise the question, what about the other 45%? You know, so there's no easy way of saying this is a cause of MS. So the operation needs to be done in clinical trials, repeated again and again. It's the way the medical community works. So some excitement, but